morning, and thank you for tuning in to Divas Den on IntellectualRadio.com, where we have something for everyone and an iHeartRadio station. I am your host, the Boss Lady, and my co-host today, the Diva. And today we have as our special guest, Dr. Ashanti Harris, as she told us to call her the Purple Butterfly. And we have Donna Emery with Lupus Society of Illinois. And these two ladies will share their story with us today. Also, we'll talk about lupus awareness and how they are surviving it.
And how they're bringing awareness to this. Because a lot of people are not, familiar with this disease that I found out that is attacking our Black females.
Yes. And as you know, as we do our research and our stats, and it's one of the diseases that they consider to be complicated and definitely unpredictable. And there are many that I know who has survived lupus or unfortunately have passed on for having a disease. But we definitely, as always on Divas Den, want to bring awareness to you all. But before we get started and bringing those ladies in to talk with us, I just want to touch on a couple of things that has been going on in our world, our current events. And we are definitely sending out our prayers, of course, to
the Martin family?
Yes, to the Martin family. Kanika Martin, the 19-year-old that was found dead at Crown Plaza in Rosemont. And
something just does not sit right with me. I mean, it's so deep that it just doesn't sit right with my soul. And I find myself constantly thinking about the situation. Because something not adding up.
I can agree with that. One of the things is, if you have seen on social media, all of the comments, the videos, just all the craziness. The things that I think we definitely should focus on, and yes, pray that we get justice and they get to the bottom of what took place. But to blame and point fingers and some of the nastiest comments that I have seen is very disturbing to me. I mean, we should pray for the family. And one of the things is educate, learn from it and educate.
Not only the family, but the friends of Kanika. We should pray for them because, growing up, me and the boss lady, we're cousins, we're related. Growing up, if we went somewhere, you better believe we were all together at all times or in reaching distance, or I can see them. Because see, I was the oldest and I was the one that had to be responsible. They never left my sight.
Yeah.
Never.
That is true. And that's one of the things that we were taught. We were taught that, and be careful about the situations you put yourself in and the people that you are around, what you're doing. And I can remember sometimes, I'm telling you, I am thankful to the Lord Jesus every day.
Yes.
I can think of some times when I was 17 and 18 years old, and I may have I always told my mother where I was going, but I did go there, but I did detour sometimes.
Because that was the cover up for the real mission. But we were young, so that's what young people do.
Exactly. But it's important that we just educate our young people, especially on drugs and the alcohol and the drinking, and being aware of, like I said, once again, who is around you and the possibility of things that can happen to you if you amongst the wrong individuals.
And a lot of these young kids, and I'm going to put this out here, they may have been to church, but we were rooted in the church, and God gives you all kind of signals and signs, no matter how old you are. If something does not feel right, that's that little gift that's that little gift that He gives you. If you are in an environment or around people and something just does not sit with you, and your gut feeling tell you, hey, something is wrong, you need to evacuate that environment. You need to step aside.
Yeah.
And follow that gut instinct.
So I mean, just pray for our people, pray for our young people, and that they get to the bottom of this situation. The other thing I want to touch on is, being, the media, and we talking, and we're out there and we're trying to grow our careers. The young lady on ESPN, the journalist.
Oh yeah.
Lamel Hill. Let me tell you something. This number 45, who is our quote unquote president, you have way too much time on your hands if you're going to focus on a Twitter comment from a journalist instead of running the country.
Well,
hold on, let me get this out. I'm going to say what I need to say.
Say it.
Earl Winfrey, you're going to fire me today. But let me get this out. I'm going to say this. Number 45.
This may be our last show, yeah.
Go ahead. Get out there and run the country. Stop being a clown that you are. Seriously. You tweet more than anybody else.
Yes.
Now
that's how he runs the United States on Twitter.
You tweet more than anybody else. And sometimes I just wonder if President Obama, when he was in office, would have been tweeting as much as this man was, and was so much in his feelings. I mean, he's so sensitive on every front.
You have to realize he is a businessman. He's not a politician. Okay, let's get that correct. He's a businessman. He's not a politician, so he does not think like a politician.
To a certain extent.
No, he does not think like a politician at all.
I'm going to tell you this. He needs to go run the country, do what he is called to do, or get out of the office, resign, whatever needs to take place. He is running the country.
He's running us into the ground. He's running the country out, right?
And I'm going to say this. Lamel Hill, keep your head up. And all those young men that were on the show that they tried to get to replace you for that short period of time, and they stood up for you, I thank God for them, because we do have to stand up for one another. Definitely. Believe me when I tell you, I remember a time someone tried to fire my boss, but he was a black man and wanted to give me the position, and I declined the job and I quit. Because it's just some things that I got to stand up for. And if you do it to him, you will do it to me. Okay, so be mindful of that when someone is firing someone or getting rid of someone and putting someone else in that position. You better be mindful. You better be mindful of what's going on. And on that note, I am going to say this. Number 45, in your own voice, you are fired. We are going to take a break, and we will be back with Donna Emery and Dr. Ashonda Harris. Thank you for tuning in to Divas Den on IntellectualRadio.com. I am the boss lady and my co-host,
the Diva,
and we'll be right back. morning, and welcome back to Divas Den on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, the Boss Lady, and my co-host,
The Diva.
and we have Donna Emery with the Lupus Society of Illinois, and we have Dr. Shonda Harris, the Purple Butterfly. And these ladies will share more about their stories with us, and also about lupus awareness. And before that, I will have our co-host, the Diva, share information about what's going on in Divas Inc. world.
Good morning, everyone. Today we'll hold our monthly workshop at the Charles M. Hughes Community Center, 646 North Parkside, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Our topic today is visualizing your vision. Our participants will learn about and complete their own vision boards. Visions, dreams, plans, action.
Awesome.
Gearing up for our sixth annual breast cancer awareness Pretty in Pink affair, Saturday, October 21st, 2017, from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Crystal Sky Banquets, 7941 47th Street in McCook, Illinois. Expect a night of love,
Yes.
laughter, hope, faith, and education as we celebrate another year of those who have fought the fight and those that are still fighting the fight against breast cancer. We have a lot in store for you. Our lineup for the night: the MC, none other than our own Madeline Ward Freeman, aka Boss Lady.
Should be fun. I love it.
It should be fun. The speaker for the night is Miss Latanya Hill, a 12-year plus survivor. Entertainment comedian Corey E. Bailey. Now, check this out, y'all. Somebody donated a special celebrity entertainer for that night.
Wow.
Awesome. This should be fun.
Awesome.
I cannot reveal it. It was supposed to be a surprise, but they had to tell me in order for me to put it on the program.
Awesome.
I mean, I was like blown away. Of course, there will be good food, music,
Yes.
and plenty of raffles. Now, the highlight of that night is the Rachel Rankin's Breast Cancer Survival Award. The recipient don't even know that they're going to get this reward.
Oh, wow.
So they're sitting there and they're enjoying themselves, and then they're hearing a story, and they kind of look like, that kind of sounds like me. Yeah, you know, they're looking all confused. Right. We have several women that have done that, and they'll hear their names, and then they'll just be sitting there like,
In shock and awe.
and somebody has to say, hey, that's you.
Beautiful.
I mean, just to see their face.
Yes.
Priceless.
Right.
Yeah.
And of course, you know that this is very dear to me. Rachel Rankins is my grandmother who developed breast cancer, and eventually it succumbed her whole body.
Yes.
So this is one of the reasons why we do Pretty in Pink in remembrance of her. And then we also have several family members that have and are still fighting the fight.
Yes.
Guys, you still have time to catch the early bird special. You have until Monday, because it's been running for like 3 weeks now, September 18th, to get discounted price tickets. Tickets will resume on Tuesday at regular price. So visit our Facebook pages for information and link to get the tickets. Or you can go to Eventbrite, search for Pretty in Pink, and get tickets. Our last event of the year is Christmas dinner with Deborah's Place.
Yes.
Deborah's Place is one of the largest homeless facilities in the city of Chicago. But what makes Deborah's Place different and stands out is most of their participant has some type of mental disability. So this will be our sixth year providing Christmas dinner for about 80 women at Deborah's Place. We encourage you and hope that you support the cause.
Yes.
You can visit our page again, and we will have a lineup of the items that we need. We would have everything that you need on our website. We want you to come out and support this cause, because those ladies look forward to us coming every year. If they do not hear from, if Miss Brown does not tell them that we're coming, they want to start calling.
Yeah.
Because they want their food. And not only that, they enjoy our company.
Right.
Yes.
We have a good
A great time with the ladies.
We've
definitely.
had so many volunteers last year to where we just had to send people out just to talk to them because we had so many volunteers, so much food. And then we had other organizations. So if you're an organization that would like to join in with us, contact us, look on our Facebook page or visit our website, www.divas-inc.org. We had 2 or 3 other organizations. They provided a DJ.
Yes.
So we had Christmas music. Another one provided purses.
And purses.
And they gave each lady her own purse with toiletries in. So if you are an organization that would like to partner up with us,
we would love to have you.
And the thing is, we didn't even know. We didn't even know about
I
this.
think I'll jump on it.
Okay.
Divine order. Divine order. That's our word.
Take my word. And she running with it.
I'm running with it. Divine
That's what
order.
it is. To be honest with you,
It is.
set you up for failure.
Oh, absolutely.
It has to be according to his will
Yes.
and his word, and it will be divine.
Amen.
Y'all don't have me preaching up in here right now. That's going to be it for me right now because I'm interested in learning about lupus. So
Yes.
we're going to get back over to the boss lady, and then she's going to introduce these lovely ladies, and they're going to tell their story, whatever it may be, with their journey with lupus.
All right. Thank you, Da Diva. Always informative.
Yes.
We have Donna Emery. Hi, Donna.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I gotta tell you guys about Donna.
Okay, let's see about Donna.
Let me
I don't
tell
know
you-
about Donna.
and then
I'm
Donna
gonna
can
turn
talk about
around
herself.
and look at Donna because Donna looks very interesting to me. Like she got something that she wants to say.
You know what? She is full of information. She is just a wonderful person all around. So let me tell you how Donna and I met. I love to tell stories, right? There's power in storytelling, right?
Mhm.
So I met Donna when I was going back and forth downtown for work. Donna train station on the train station at the train station every morning, and everybody knows Donna. Everybody that walks by would be smiling, and Donna would speak to everybody. Just her energy. Early in the morning, this woman had energy like crazy, and I'm like,
That's a divine order there.
Right.
Divine order,
I'm like,
yeah.
who is this woman? So we ended up crossing paths one day. We both was on the train and we just shared information. But then I didn't see Donna for a while. All of a sudden, Donna popped up again. I tell you, Donna at the Kiss 100 event that we did out in Park Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Donna happened to be. I assisted the Deltas with that event. And Donna happened to be one of the vendors. So we crossed paths again. We shared information again, and we've been running ever since. Ever since we've been running since July. And she has so much information to share. And you would know that she has lupus. And when she sets up shop, and she is so warm to everyone that approaches her to be able to show love to them, So Donna, tell us about.
Gotta be crying over here.
Okay. No crying on the show.
No cry. Because it's gonna be a domino effect right here. So don't do that.
So Donna is she's a representative for the Lupus Society of Illinois. So tell us a little bit about that before we go into your story. Who you are and what's going on.
Okay, I'm Donna, and and the thing about the organization Lupus Society of Illinois is I've always been part of it, and the thing is Kay Mims, who can't be here today. She's one fantastic woman too. She has had her struggles with lupus, and she wrote a fantastic book, and I'll give you the information later. But I kind of hooked up with Kay coming to the church. We would have all the different vendors, and I told her, sure, come on in. I was trying to get different vendors at New Faith. Baptist Church International, trying to get different vendors in. And that's how I met Kay.
Got it.
So, and then I told him, I said, I have lupus too. And she said, you do? And so we kind of hooked up together. And then she started telling me more about the Lupus Society of Illinois. And that's how I got entwined with it through Kay, by me inviting her to come to an event they were having. And so we've been friends, and that's been years and years now with Kay. So I have just decided to take another step with my life. Last year was kind of challenging. This year I stepped it up. So I'm trying to get the word out. I'm trying to get to as many people as possible to let them know that this illness does exist. It's not in your mind. You're not like you're feeling tired. It may not be because you're just tired. It could be other reasons why you're tired. You know, so, and I'm going not only in the south suburbs, I'm always going to Indiana now. So I'm trying to reach out wherever I can go to get the word out. And the lupus is no joke. It's for real. It's your immune system. It attacks those cells, those organs, and it goes to your skin and your joints. And yesterday I had a problem with my wrist. I hadn't had a problem with my wrist in a long time. But I do know that I am a product of the Father, and the Father takes control of this temple, because Donna can't do it. Okay, and I refuse to have the shots and all these other things. I won't do that to myself.
How many years have you?
I've had lupus. Oh my God, I would say in the 70s. And I had, I was married young. I was in my 20s, and got pregnant. And my husband, at that time, he just didn't know what was going on with me, and got pregnant, and had the baby. And I started fainting. I fainted in the hospital after I had the baby. I just felt right out in the bath. I was like taking a shower, and I hit the floor. They just assumed I was anemic. That's all they could tell me, is I was anemic. Nobody knew nothing else. They knew that I had been anemic all my life, basically, because I've always had to take those vitamin E, big, huge, chunky pills that I used to cry. I don't want to take those pills. They ain't too big. You know, I would just cry, and my mom would have to go and take a hammer, to chop them down, because they were so thick. They make pills so big that you can't even get them down your throat. And as a kid, I just was so fearful of taking those pills, but that was because I had anemia. I was anemic. And I didn't even understand what that was, And sometimes you don't know what's going on. You get all these different signs. You get a fever, you get a headache, your joints are hurting, and you're like thinking, I'm just tired because I'm running with the kids, or I'm tired because I got a lot of stuff with the church, or I'm tired because the job and this and that. You put all those things that you are not thinking about yourself. You think about getting your kids to school, taking care of the husband. You got to get to the job, to take care of the church. I mean, you've just got 99 jobs, and you're just totally just thinking, tired.
So Dr. Ashonda Harris.
Yes.
All right. Tell us a little bit about you and your story.
Okay. Well, and a little bit more about lupus. 90% of it attacks more of 90% of women than it does men. So men can have lupus. So I don't want men to think that they are exempt, just like breast cancer. It can attack men, in the same effect. So women, we have it more, and it does break down the organs as well in women. And so when she was saying that you're tired, you are tired. It can break down the body organs, your kidneys, your liver, and all of those different things. So for me, my fight is within the body. So for me, I had it in my 20s, but didn't get diagnosed until 2011. So I had, unfortunately, 6 stillborns before my daughter, a miracle, was born. So, and when I say stillborns, this is meaning having these babies. So I'm having contractions, and I'm pushing, and I'm having babies. So I want, your listeners to understand that I had to have these children and not be able to take these babies home with me. So those things had to happen to me. I had a stroke at age 20. Had to learn how to walk again, had to learn all of these different things. So medical science was not advanced enough to understand that I had lupus. And so they were just wondering. I went to Great America as a kid. I'm 20. I come home, I wake up in the morning, my body's feeling funny. I had a stroke. Whoa. They don't know why. oh, maybe it was the roller coaster. No, I've been doing this all my life.
Right.
I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have these things. So they're not knowing why I'm having these episodes throughout, so 2011, lo and behold, I have a PE, a pulmonary embolism, a blood clot in my lungs, for the listeners who don't know what the PE is. And then they say, well, did you have anything in your legs? Did you have this? No. So all these questions through their checklist. They start to run the anti-immune system check. So now I'm SELE, the statistic. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now they find out you have lupus. So from all the way back from 1980 up until now, 1988, when my firstborn hits, now they know I have lupus. So
are you on medications? Because one of the things that
I am. I'm on Plaquenil. So I take Plaquenil twice a day.
This lady just got out of the hospital a couple of days.
What?
Even before she attended my tea party, which she had probably just came home the day before.
Yes.
So she's a fighter.
Yeah.
Lupus. If you did not know that she had lupus, you wouldn't know, because every time I see her, there's a smile on her face.
Yes.
She never complained, even in the hospital with all these. I'm like, she in the hospital, she got all these, and she is on letting people know, hey, I got lupus and this is what I'm going through. But guess what? The Lord is going to take care of me.
He's going to take care of me. He's going
to take care of me. And I'm like,
and when you're diagnosed with something, it does not have you. You have it.
Exactly.
You have it. And when you have the Lord on your side, nothing is impossible. No. And that's how you have to fight it. And so they give you questionnaires at the doctor. And I wanted to bring one in. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and I told her, give me a blank one. And so they give you this questionnaire, and they tell you, are you worried about lupus impact on your future? And I always check no, because it tells you some of the time, none of the time, most of the time, all of the time. And I always say none of the time. Even if you feel like you feel it, you better check none of the time, because what you believe manifests. And I want people to understand that your mind controls. And it's not just because I'm a psychologist. This is because I'm a believer in Christ. This is what I'm trying to tell people. Are you worried about losing income? You better say no. Because if you're worried about losing income, you lost the income already. It asks you, are you anxious? The Bible tells you be anxious for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Are you depressed? Are you depressed? You better say none of the time. Because if you're depressed, what does the Bible tell you about being depressed? It's just the things. Even if you feel a little blue, you better cast your worries upon the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So I keep the word inside of me. So nothing on these questionnaires will ever control my life. So when are you concerned or related about health problems out in the long term? Because the Lord has my best interest. So every time I see these questionnaires, are you worried about your appearance? How I look when I'm in the hospital?
Look good.
I put a wig on. I change. These are my girlies. I change here every day in the hospital. I put on different pajamas. I refuse to put on them little ugly pajamas. They have to be with a neck brace on. I clean that neck brace. Look, let me tell you something. You are the circumstance of what you allow yourself to become.
I believe that.
So if they slapping on things on you, you better bling it out. You better preach yourself out of it. I'm telling you, I am serious about what I say. Your mind and your spirit controls your temple. So I would not allow these questionnaires to do anything. Then when they get a little bit more positive, it says, do you receive support from your family and friends? All of the time. Do you have a spiritual family support? All of the time. So I get to check it all of the time. So those are the things that you check. The best things, even if you don't, you better say you do, and start surrounding yourself in an environment of positive people. Because I'm telling you, if you begin to have that pity party, you are going to have yourself every symptom they say you have. If your joints aching, they will be magnified. Anytime they say, well, you're going to start to feel this, your bones go ache, you're going to be, I don't care what's aching on me.
Yeah.
I get up, I move around, I cook. Last night, I was in a war with my body, but you better believe I was moving around my house. I said, I got a show to do about lupus so I can bring some life into some people. You should have seen me getting up. My family, you getting up, you better believe it, because I'm speaking life into somebody.
Well, you just spoke life into me. I don't have lupus, but I was sitting here. No, seriously, I was sitting here moaning and groaning because I only had an hour and a half of sleep. I worked last night until 4:30 this morning. I went home, and by the time I made it home, it was like 5:15. I laid down to 7:45. I'm struggling. I had to find a girlie. I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna stay.
I like that, a girl. I call it my girl. Girl. These are my girls.
But you just see how I got vibrant. That she just slapped me with the word.
Did you like my shirt? Says the boss in me overcame lupus.
That's right.
You hear me? That's right.
We have to survive in any circumstance.
And look at us. You look at the both of us.
I don't care.
Y'all don't wear. Y'all don't wear.
I'm not gonna wear it. Like people say, you don't look like you have.
They all say
how we supposed to look?
Really?
How do we supposed to look? I don't care what. I don't care if you have MS. If you have MS. You better move and walk like you have a strut out of this world, even if that strut crooked. You better pull that little hip up and make it do a little bounce to it. I'm serious.
I hear you.
My cousin had MS, and we would go over there and make him laugh. He passed away year before last, but we would go over there. He would tremble, and I said, "Cuz, you better make that tremble do the Harlem shake." And he would laugh so hard. And so he would shake his little shoulders. I said, that's it, cuz. And we would just make it into a joyful thing, because when you are already experiencing something that's not so pleasant, don't fall into the darkness or the dismal of something that's already going to have you fighting. Right. So when you get in that ring, you lace those gloves up, and baby, you better bob and weave, and you know what I mean? You better turn into Mike Tyson slash, you know what I mean? Mayweather. Slash, you better put the best of the best with Cassius Clay. You know what I mean? Well, I better say Muhammad Ali, because he changed that now.
What we can say is that, who gets lupus? Anyone can get lupus.
Anyone can get lupus.
But it affects women, especially women of African American descent, Hispanic, and Asian.
And Asian, right? And it's environmental. It can be environmental. Doctors have no clue.
They said what causes lupus.
They have no clue.
That's why they call it the unpredictable disease.
And men are 10%.
Men are 10%. That's why we're 90% to get it.
10%.
And then it says there is no single test to diagnose.
There's no single test. That's
so
why they got so many different.
And it takes so long to get
diagnosed.
Look at me. It took long for me. I didn't really get any help until that was in the 70s, right? So I had a baby, and she passed away at 8 months. So at that point in time, my whole life changed. But I didn't get any answers to anything, not until the 90s, going to 2000, late 1998, 1999, when I found out that I got married again a second time, and that's all the best time. I thought it was the best time. It wasn't, but anyway, it was okay. 15 years is good. But I'm saying for that time in my life, he had 2 kidney transplants. I was so wrapped around him, and we had a little one. We had a little girl. Her name is Maya, and she was little, and she's about 2. And I had a full-time job. He was a psychotherapist at Good Samaritan Hospital. So he had a very active job. He was doing his thing. He ran track. He played tennis. He did all the things, and then all of a sudden he got sick.
Wow.
And then he was young, and so he gets sick. And so therefore all your energy is toward your husband, obviously, because you gotta do what you need to do. So you're going all the way to Rush Hospital to make sure he gets whatever he needs to get done, then find out his kidneys are gone. So it was like a shock, so you went through that whole thing. Now he's on dialysis. So it was then he finally got a kidney transplant, his sister, and then that didn't work. And then he got back on the list again. And his doctor, bless his doctor, he told him, if you stay with me, I will take care of you.
Right.
I'll get you on that list, and I'll make sure you get a kid. And he did.
So that's
So he
the
had
important
a
thing of
second
having the
chance.
right doctor
Yes.
to
It was at Rush.
whatever.
At
This
Rush.
is Rush's
You know,
line right
my
there as well.
mom was
This
at
is
Rush,
what
and
I'm
that doctor
telling you,
told her the
that
same
doctor-
thing.
I was at Rush
Oh
as
my
well,
God, he
but
was
I was at Rush the years before. So
Got
this
it.
is what happened. The losses, they would say, we don't know why, and this was the years before, we don't know why your babies are falling to sleep. And why I was having the stillborn, so I would have to deliver. So fast forward the years later to 97 when I have my youngest daughter. Now, remind you, I had her at 26-week gestation, this 6 months. So they kept her alive at 1 pound, 13 ounces. So I had to deliver her at that age. But then they said, we'll take her from you, keep you alive to keep her alive. Wow. But they still didn't know why I was having this premature baby, or the baby's going to sleep, but they knew that she was getting ready to go to sleep. She was dying. Then they see the spike in my blood pressure. Wow. So they see the spike where I'm having this difficulty. We don't know why, but we know we got 30 minutes to get this baby out of you.
Oh, wow.
So they knew they had to get the baby out. Call whoever you need to call. My husband had 30 minutes to get there. I had an emergency cesarean. They didn't know still it was the lupus, but they knew they had to get this emergency done. So they 30 minutes, they got this baby out of me. Fast forward to 2011 when I have the PE, is when they finally diagnosed me with the lupus. But still at Rush. But medical technologies changed from 97 to 2011.
Right,
exactly. So boom, now we got a finger on it. Now we know what it is. But I wasn't having any more, of course, kids then. Heart wasn't taking any more.
Right, exactly.
So after her, I did get the IUD, so 10 years, there was a 10-year IUD. So that was putting a stop on me having children. Me having children. And then I did another 10 years. So that was 20 years of me not having kids. And, so it was a good thing for me, to get the IUD.
Exactly.
Now, one more thing, and then I'm going to, they said now, how common is lupus and who does it affect? And the answer that they give me, the Lupus Foundation of America estimates that 1.5 million Americans and at least 5 million people worldwide have a form of lupus. Now this is, if all these people have this, why? Why is the medical field behind on this?
Because they don't have a clue how the immune system is actually the B system is actually breaking down and attacking the tissues. They don't even have a clue of how the antibodies are even attacking the tissues. So they don't even have a clue. So when you don't have a clue on how to even get ahead of something that's even, it's like a foreign body coming in and attacking something, and they don't even know where it's coming from. It's like an alien coming in.
Study groups,
and they have to have some more. They do have study groups.
They've been doing
research. They have so many study groups.
They have.
But when you have something that you don't even know where it's coming from,
right?
And and it's been about 30 years of research, but 30 years is like an infant. You got to think about research takes. They can research for hundreds of years on something before they actually get the first stage to actually come. So 30 years is really infantile for something to be in effect. And so when I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'd be dead before they even, and not dead from lupus, but just dead and gone. Before they even get the cure. Before they even get a cure for it. And I'm not claiming dead and gone from lupus. I'm not dead and gone. This thing ain't gonna never get ahead of me. God keeping me. It'll never ever get ahead of me. And I'm serious about this.
You have the right attitude.
It'll never get ahead of me because he's a keeper.
But I also want to make a note here. I've been going to these various events, and I'm starting to meet a lot of younger Hispanic. 16. I mean, it's not only African American, but I will talk to a young lady at the event that we were at Rich East High School, and the lady said, my daughter, we're going in the fight. We're in the finalizing in the beginning stages for her because she has lupus. So it's just like, oh my God, people are coming to me, and they're coming to me, but they're younger. They're like 13, 12. That is just unbelievable. At 12, at 12 years old, having lupus, and it's not just African American, like you said, it's Asian, and it's Hispanic.
So, Donna, can you share with the Lupus Society
Yes.
of Illinois, can you share exactly what they offer, what type of support?
Oh my God, they have a fantastic organization where they have class awareness. They do all these different awareness classes. They're helping in the community. They want us to go out into the community. They want us to let everybody know what's going on. They are servicing. They are servicing the community. They've been there for years. I mean, I know that people have heard of Lupus Foundation, the big, huge foundation, but they split off. So there's the Lupus Society of Illinois, which is here in Chicago. 411 South Wells is where they're located. And my thing is, for me, I want to do better because I have it,
right?
You know, and since I'm able to, I'm healthy enough to get up and go out to spread the word. I think by me being in their face is the best policy. You know, people say call this number, or you know, people don't call. You know, sometimes people don't want to call. They rather see a face. You know, but our society, our Lupus Society is there 24/7. There's so many things that they can do. Basically, I brought this little brochure here to leave some information for you guys so you'll know exactly what we do. Our job here is to make sure that everybody knows that it's out there, and anybody in your family could have it and you don't even know it.
So true.
It could be your child. It could be,
one of the reasons why
you don't know.
I really want to do this show, because I do know someone who's been fighting it. Sharita Joe, love her.
Oh
and
yes, she's wonderful.
Yes, and she's actually going to do a play out in the South Burbs.
Yes.
So you can follow her. Please follow her,
please,
Sharita Joe,
yes.
and go. I mean, in regards to lupus and cancer, and she is a survivor. She's fighting. I'm telling you, she's fighting.
Oh my God, I saw her on Facebook.
Yes,
I saw her
so
at the dialysis.
please, but can you, those people who want you to come out,
please,
if they have any events,
yes,
how can they contact you?
I can give you my email address is Donna, DONN ERY Emery 07, the number 07 at yahoo.com. That's how you can reach me through email or phone 708-218-4417. That's how you can reach me. If you want to reach the Lupus of Society of Illinois, I can also give you their phone number,
yes, please,
which is 312-542-0002. You can email them on their website, which is www.lupusil.org. That's www.lupusil.org. Phone number again is 312-542-0002.
And if you want to connect with Donna too on Facebook, Donna Emery, you can find her on Facebook, you know, and she will communicate back and forth with you. Definitely share that information.
Can I also give them some support groups that we have?
Yes, please.
We have some support groups here. Chicago, we have Trinity United Church of Chicago, Trinity United Church. That's over on 400 West 95th Street. They have their meeting. They have their quarterly meeting every third Saturday of the month from 2 to 4 o'clock. You can reach them. I don't have a phone number here, but everybody knows where Trinity United is on 95th
Street.
Okay, then you also have another group at Chicago Lupus Awareness at 6320 Dorchester in Chicago. They meet first Saturday of the month. Okay, and then where I normally go is the one that's in the suburbs in Hazelcrest. That's South Suburban Hospital. We meet every third Saturday of the month from 10 to 12 p.m.
Awesome.
If you still need that information from me, you can reach me. You could email me. I've given you all my information. Or you can also reach the Lupus Society of Illinois. They'll all have the same information.
And I will share that. I'll get it from you, and I can share it on Divas Den website. So please, you can definitely get that information there as well. And Dr. Ashonda Harris, if you can share.
Yeah, I just wanted to also put out that I use a lot of herbs. So that also keeps me healthy. Black seed is one that I use. I use it with cooking, and turmeric. I use that with cooking, or I sprinkle it on salads and things like that. A lot of people don't understand herbs and herbalists are really good when you're fighting chronic illnesses. It's good for swelling of your joints.
Good information.
It's good when you're going through a flare. So when you're going through these flare-ups, using turmeric, it's a very great supplement to use when you're having your lupus flares. So I want everyone to know, do not be afraid to go to your health food store or to your, I wanted to put it out right here on Roosevelt and Kizzy. He is a great Mr. Barney. He lived to be 98 years old.
Wow.
He was a natural vegan and a natural herbalist. So he just passed this year. And I don't know if you all remember Bernie's Record Shop, but that's who I'm talking about, Mr. Bernie.
Yeah,
so his son has also taken over the business. So they have anything that you want to know about any natural herbs. So I do go by there and I get all of my natural herbs. So stop by there. And I'm not putting a plug in, but I'm talking about for natural herbs that you need to know. Yeah, just need to know about your body when you're going through your lupus flares. Awesome spot to stop by because it has helped me tremendously, and it does keep my flares at the gate. So I want to say that when I do have support sessions quarterly at my business, I'm at 816 South Oak Park Avenue at Purposeful Life. It's in the medical district. That's the medical building right there on Harrison and Oak Park. So I have them quarterly. My next session is in September. So it is September 16th. Let me make sure I got to look on my calendar. I'm so sorry. I don't have that date. Yep, that's Tuesday coming up, September 16th. So that will be at 6 o'clock. So if anyone is interested, please stop by. You can email me at Ashunda, ASHUNDA @att.net. And I'll leave that with the Divas Den, of course. And please stop by and we can have a session there on support for lupus. And unfortunately, I have fibromyalgia as well as sarcoidosis. I diagnosed me all of that in 2011 as well. So I am a fighter. I stay in the ring. So it was a pleasure to be on Divas Den.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you. Definitely. You and Donna both. And Donna, let's share information regarding Kay's book.
Yes, I wanted to let everyone know about Kay Mims, my buddy, my friend, Fighting Lupus Battles. She's written this wonderful book, and it's in the book is all the women that had experiences with a survivor from lupus. It's an awesome book, and she's a wonderful lady. She's been still fighting. I just want to give you her information, how you can reach out and get this book. It's Kay Mims is her name. Kay's Lupus Initiations is the name of her company, and she's located at 20650 South Cicero Avenue, Unit 645, Matson, Illinois, 60443. You can also get the book at www.hilton, that's Hilton Pub, PUB.com, or Amazon.com. That's the book. This is a wonderful book. Like I said, it lists about, I believe, 15-20 women in here talk about their experiences about having the illness lupus. Also, if it's okay, if I can get a plug for about the Chicago Walk for Lupus is coming up. It's going to be at Lincoln Park. Actually going to be Sunday the 24th. So it's actually around the corner. And then we also have another lupus run that's coming up. The Bank of America, they do the Chicago Marathon, which is coming up on 10/8. Lupus will be also there being one of the vendors. So I want you guys to try to see if you can get out there to do that as well. Also, there's also another event that's called Wisdom Amazing Race, which is on 10/1. With I have the contact person here. Her name is Lakeisha Butler Smith at 847-868-2493, or you can email her at wisdom.25events@gmail.com. October 1st. This is also have something to do with domestic violence, lupus, breast cancer. This is also a worldwide event, so we all need to really be there to show up for this one. Also, I want to give a shout out to Gary, Indiana. I'm from Gary. I'm a product of Gary, Indiana, Chicago. The Gary Panthers. Woo! They got their big event coming up this weekend. It's going to be a worldwide event. I won't be able to make it, but also I just wanted to say that I would like to thank the church, Trinity Baptist Church. That's our home church. It's always going to be my home church. My cousin Sheila Sparkman, her brother Keepers is an organization that they help give so much to help people, the homeless, and they do a lot of events. And those senior ladies there, they're always so positive, and they were so welcome to me when I was there on to be there on Wednesday. I took the day off to do this event on that day, and they showed up and they showed out. I met so many different people, and I thank you, Gary. Love you, Gary. Okay, thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys for having me. My buddy, my heart is always with you, Maddie.
Yes,
I call her
thank you.
Maddie because she just got so much love for me, and I appreciate you. A cousin, I feel like I know you already, and I don't, but I do. You know, and you, my sister over here,
Yes.
we're gonna hook up and
Butterfly,
we're gonna
that's
change
right.
numbers over here so we can,
Good.
you know, there may be other events going on.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be there
Support.
too. We're all
Yes.
supporting each other. That's
one
what
thing
it's all
we have
about.
to learn to support
one another. Yes.
Other.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we thank you guys, Donna and Shonda, Dr. Shonda Harris, for being on the show, of course. And thank you for sharing your stories, your information. And that's what
Absolutely.
Divas Den is all
Yes.
about. We
Yes.
want to definitely support, as people say, we are always doing something, but we're all about
Yes.
supporting our people in our
Yes.
communities and trying to educate,
Yes.
enhance, encourage, and
Absolutely.
inform. Definitely.
Yes.
Can I say one more thing? One more thing. One more thing, I promise. There is an event that's going to be in Gary on the 23rd. It's event about talking about you name it, HIV. It's going to be talking about diabetes. It's the Methodist Hospital is giving this event, so it's going to be at the Genesis. I'm going to be there. You guys be there. Lupus all the way.
So definitely, Donna, share the information on your page, and
Yes.
so I can be able to share it for you.
Okay.
You'll pay it forward.
Yes.
One
make
more
sure.
thing.
Yes.
One last thing. The mother, Teresa, the mother of Kanika, will be over at Collins High School today from 10 to 1 o'clock. If anyone wants to get over there to stand with her for solidarity, please stop over at Collins High School. In the rear is where there will be. I'm on my way heading there now to be with her and the family for support. So if anyone wants to go there and you're listening right now, please run on over there. Give the mom a hug. It is
Yes.
not a fundraiser. Let me put that PSA out there because somehow or
Yes.
another that got twisted up
Got
that it was a fundraiser.
Yep.
It is not. If you want to be a blessing, be a blessing.
Yes.
But if not, just be there for
To
support,
support.
because it was so much that got out negative about that young
Yes.
lady. And when it
Yeah.
comes to our color,
Yeah.
somehow, or brown and black America, we always get the negative punch. Just be there to support this lady,
Yes, yes.
this young lady, because the pieces still are not adding up, and I'm so upset about that. Still, security should have been on point. That young
Right.
lady wandered around, almost
Yeah.
flipped over banisters, and security did not go and grab that young lady and put her somewhere for safety.
Yes.
So that's my little
Thank you.
Yes.
spiel on
And
that.
the mother is also going through. She just had
Breast cancer.
surgery
Yes, yeah.
a couple
both
of days
ago.
A couple of days, like right after
said a
they
few
found
days
her
ago,
daughter, she had to go have emergency
Yes.
She
surgery.
has breast cancer
Yes, she
in both
does.
breasts.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
just you all know that. Be very prayerful for this
Yes.
family, and be very
Yes.
careful when you put your tongue on someone. I just want
Judgmental.
you to know
Stop
that.
being so
Yeah.
judgmental.
And I want, on that note, then on IntellectualRadio.com, you can tune in to us every third Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. I am your host, the Boss Lady.
I am the co-host, the Diva.
And as we always say, feed
your brain and get your mind right.
Hey,
I love you.
I love
Divine
that.
order. Oh my God.